is gonna be Meal Prep Sunday, and I've made a list of different things that I want to make. So we're gonna start off with, I preheated the oven to 400 degrees. I wanna cook the chicken first, and then I'm also gonna have the eggs boiling and yeah, a little bit of multitasking. So hopefully this helps you. I always try to start off with whatever needs to be going into the oven, also what I need to cook on the stove. So that way I can have a mixture of things going at the same time, but I'm not, overdoing it with having too many things in the oven or on the stove at a given period. So just enough for you to manage. Cutting up your vegetables while everything's cooking. I think cooking, ultimately will take the longest time. And then I'm also gonna be firing up the grill so I can cook some burgers, but that'll be nearing, the end once I get everything inside going. So I hope this helps you with some ideas. And here I will show you my list. Grocery items. I'm gonna make a salmon dip and overnight oats. I have some bananas to eat. We're gonna make burrito bowls with the chicken. I'm gonna have bacon ready for my breakfast bowls. And then we're gonna make a few hard-boiled eggs, some scrambled eggs, fresh veggies, cucumbers, peaches for peaches and cream, and bell peppers to eat on the go probably, potatoes for breakfast bowls, and then we're gonna have rice so that way that I can make burrito bowls. And then I'm gonna make my sun-dried tomato sauce, which I love. You can eat it with whatever you want. Amazing noodles, which I'm gonna pair with the tomato paste. So it's gonna be like a pasta dish. And I haven't really figured out what meat source, but I will determine that later. Maybe chicken, we'll see what I have. So grab a pan, get your tin foil, spray it down, get your chicken on there, spread it out, make sure it's ready to go in the 400-degree preheated oven. Then you'll want to make sure to get your eggs lined up so that way you can put them in the pan and get them boiling. But don't forget to set your timer for your oven. Then you'll get your other eggs into a pan, and that way you can make your scrambled eggs. So add cashew or almond milk to scramble your eggs and put them in the preheated pan. Then grab your rice, your brown rice, and put that in a bowl in the microwave. Then you'll scramble some of your eggs again, make sure you're turning those. Then you want to make sure to check your chicken and stir it. And then we can move on to the sun-dried tomato paste. So grab your sun-dried tomatoes and a pan and just start taking some out until you reach your desired amount. I used about 3/4 of the jar, and try to get as little oil as possible, otherwise it'll be really oily. Then you can grab your marinara, pour the whole entire container in there, or you can use tomatoes, smashed tomatoes, and then you want to use 2 small jars of tomato paste. Put that on the stove, and then get your chicken out. Now we want to up the temp to 450 for our potatoes. We want to drain our brown rice and just let it sit there. Now you can take your eggs, put them in their containers, same thing with the chicken, and move on to your baked potatoes. So use the little potato companies, that's what I use to make it easy. Grab olive oil or extra virgin olive oil, which I had to grab more of, and follow the directions on the packages. Alright, so put them in the oven, set your timer, rinse off your veggies, spray them with that veggie spray, make sure they're rinsed thoroughly, and let your lettuce soak. Then you can move on to your edamame spaghetti, put that in the pan, get that boiling, and it's always good to clean up in between, so that's what I try to do. You can move on to your hard-boiled eggs in between, Now you want to drain your edamame spaghetti and then go back to your eggs. Once your eggs are fully peeled, then you can start crushing them. I only did a little bit at the beginning so that way I can start adding my sauces. So the first sauce, you want to grab your avocado oil mayo and put some in there till your desired consistency. I'm not sure exactly how much I use, maybe around 4 to 6 tablespoons, but until you reach your desired consistency and it looks more like a salad, not so much as just a topping or sauce. So here I needed to go ahead and add more to get it to my desired consistency. Then once you do, you can go ahead and put a few doppels of mustard, not too much because that does tend to overpower it, but make sure you grab your mustard next and have that ready to go. There, it's all ready. Now we can add our mustard, just a few doppels. Then we can go ahead and put a capful of lemon juice. Mix it around a little bit more. We want to add some Spanish paprika. And then turmeric. And cayenne pepper. Again, till your desired taste. And then Himalayan sea salt and ground black pepper. And then mix well. And it's all ready to go. Alright, take your baked potatoes out of the oven, stir your tomato paste, start adding different seasonings. I used onion salt, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, Italian seasonings, oregano, Spanish paprika, cayenne pepper, turmeric, pink Himalayan salt, and then stir well and put the lid back on. Alright, moving on back to the veggies. Want to make sure to put those in the jar. And then you can start cutting up your vegetables, tearing your red bell peppers, your green bell peppers, and getting your peaches all ready to go. Alright, so we're going to move on to the salmon dip. So make sure you have all your ingredients. You can start cutting up your bell pepper, or you can use green onion if you have it available, which I did not. And you want to make sure that they are in very fine pieces. You can also put them in a food processor if you have one available. I just wanted to save time and did it this way. Okay, now you can add it to your dish. Then you want to go ahead and grab your cream cheese, put that in there, and you want to start just getting it to a much better consistency, so it's not so thick. So you want to make sure it's a lot softer. So I just kept, stirring it and beating it and making sure that it is in a softer texture. Then I went ahead and add my Worcestershire sauce, however you want to say that, hot sauce. Then you have your different seasonings there. We went ahead and added all of those and stirred really well again. And then there is the recipe. You can start cutting up your salmon. And I just went into fine little chunks, very similar to my bell pepper. And I used the entire package. because it does say to use the package within 4 days of opening, and I knew if I did not add it to here I wouldn't eat it. But once it's all done, you can add your avocado mayo until it gets to the right texture, consistency, and flavor that you desire. Now for the overnight oats, you want to add your oatmeal, your almond milk, yogurt, and protein as your main ingredients, but you can always add different ones if you desire. Once you have everything in there, you just want to make sure that you stir really well to try to get all of the lumps out and make sure it is a smooth consistency, since it will be sitting in the fridge overnight or at least for a few hours. And that one's all done. All set. Then you can go ahead and cut up some cheese chunks, and you can start sorting out your dishes. Make sure to check your patties, and you can continue to cook and putting in separate dishes. And then we have the egg salad, we have cheese chunks, I have overnight oats, or quick set oats is what I call them. I have my salmon dip, veggies, there's salad and cucumbers back there. I have English muffin, blueberry, and the 100 calories, because these are so good. Fairlife, my almond milk, cashew milk. And then, yeah, I have more lettuce and stuff down here, which I did not wash because I want that to hopefully stay good. I have corn for tonight, cheese for later. And then for the meals, I have my sun-dried tomato paste with edamame noodles, however you want to say that. Alaskan salmon burgers with that one, Alaskan salmon burgers with potatoes. Some of them are a little bit more burnt than I wanted them to be. Burrito bowls, I had to get black beans to add to these. And then I'll add some corn, maybe not, I don't know. And then breakfast bowls, scrambled eggs, potatoes, bacon. I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on there. Pistachios to have at my desk at work, and some more turkey bacon ready to go. And then I have apples that are freshly cleaned and washed. So yes, it was a very successful meal prep. I know it took longer, but I like to go all out and have a variety of meals. So hopefully that'll keep my taste buds in check, and it'll be some really good food that I haven't had for a long time. Hopefully that helped you. If you have any other suggestions, let me know. Any other meal prep ideas you want me to try out, I would be more than happy. And if I tweak any of these recipes, I will be sure to let you know on the next video or on my blog. Thanks, dolls. Enjoy!